In the cold, sterile light of the interrogation room, Detective Adebayo watched Amara closely. She sat with a poise that was almost unsettling, a stark contrast to the grieving widow he had expected. Her composure was a fortress, her eyes holding a depth of calm that felt wrong. He slid a photo of Daniel across the metal table. "Mrs. Adebayo, can you tell us about your relationship with your husband?" Amara's lips curved into a faint, practiced smile. "Daniel was my world," she said, her voice smooth as silk. "Everyone knew how much he loved me." The scene flickered, shifting to a lavish dinner party. Daniel, with his arm draped around Amara's shoulders, raising a glass. "To my beautiful wife, the anchor of my life." The applause was warm, the admiration in their friends' eyes palpable. But as the memory faded, another took its place. The grand doors of their mansion closing, the smiles vanishing. Daniel's grip on her arm, a little too tight. "Don't you ever embarrass me like that again," he'd hissed, his voice a low growl that held no trace of the charming man from moments before. Flashbacks flooded the room, silent arguments playing out in fleeting glances and tense shoulders. The extravagant gifts that felt more like apologies, or worse, payments for her silence. The public displays of affection that were nothing more than a performance, a carefully constructed facade to hide the cracks spreading through their perfect life. He was a master of control, a puppeteer, pulling strings no one else could see. Amara learned to be silent, to communicate in clenched fists and stifled breaths. A neighbor mentioned hearing a loud argument the night before your husband went missing. Detective Adebayo pressed, his gaze unwavering. "We didn't argue," Amara replied, her voice still impossibly steady. "We were happy." But beneath the table, her hand tightened, knuckles turning white, her nails digging into her palm. A silent scream trapped in flesh and bone. Back at the station, the forensics team was working on Daniel's phone. A junior officer called Adebayo over, his expression a mix of confusion and excitement. "Sir, you need to see this." We ran a deep recovery on the device. On the screen, a list of recently deleted call logs reappeared, ghost-like data resurrected from the phone's memory. Calls made and received just hours before Daniel vanished, all meticulously erased by someone who knew exactly what they were doing. Someone like Amara,